Hello and welcome. In today's video, we are delving into a critical environmental issue that we cannot afford to ignore any longer: plastic pollution, and in particular, the growing threat of microplastics. We will explore how this looming catastrophe jeopardizes the health of our marine ecosystems, impacts human health, and inflicts economic damage, as well as discuss potential solutions. We hope to raise awareness about this crisis and spark a conversation on reduction strategies to help tackle it. So without further ado, let's get started. 1. The ubiquity of plastic in our lives. Plastic has become an inevitable part of modern life. If you look around, almost everything you see has an element of plastic in it. From the water bottles we drink from to the keyboard used to type this article, plastic is intertwined with our daily routines. This seemingly indestructible material has found its way into every corner of our existence. Its widespread use is attributed to its durability, lightweight, and affordability. However, despite its utility, plastic has grave consequences for our environment. 2. Understanding plastic pollution. Plastic pollution refers to the accumulation of plastic objects and particles, like plastic bottles, bags, and straws, in the Earth's environment. These materials don't decompose like organic matter. Instead, they break down into smaller pieces known as microplastics, which can persist for hundreds of years. The gap between production and disposal is staggering. A large fraction of produced plastic ends up in landfills and oceans without proper treatment. Visible plastic waste is easy to recognize, but the real danger lies in the micro-level pollution that's harder to see. 3. What are microplastics? Microplastics are tiny plastic fragments less than 5 millimeters in size. They're created when larger plastic items break down due to sunlight, ocean waves, and other natural factors. These fragments are not just a byproduct of waste. They are intentionally manufactured for use in various products like cosmetics and cleaning products as microbeads. Once in the environment, they absorb harmful chemicals easily, becoming vectors for pollutants. This minuscule menace infiltrates our ecosystems, affecting wildlife and humans alike. 4. Impact on marine life. Plastic pollution, especially microplastics, poses a significant threat to marine life. Fish, birds, and marine mammals often mistake these plastic particles for food. Eating plastic can be deadly for these animals, causing blockages in their intestines, giving them a false sense of fullness, or leaching toxic substances into their bodies. For example, sea turtles often mistake plastic bags for jellyfish. These misunderstandings lead to physical injuries, impaired reproductive capabilities, and even death in many cases. 5. Human health concerns. Microplastics have made their way into the food chain, posing potential risks to human health. When we consume fish and other seafood contaminated with microplastics, we're ingesting these small particles, some of which can carry harmful chemicals. Studies are still ongoing to understand the full extent of health impacts, but concerns range from ingesting toxic substances to potential implications regarding hormonal disruption and other illnesses. The fact that microplastics have been found in drinking water further amplifies these concerns. 6. Economic costs of plastic pollution. The financial impact of plastic pollution is monumental. Coastal areas face significant cleanup costs, while tourism and fishing industries suffer due to polluted beaches and depleted marine life. Littered beaches are less attractive to tourists, and declining fish stocks due to plastics in the ocean present a direct threat to livelihoods. Furthermore, when marine vehicles get entangled with plastic waste, it can cause accidents and damage, adding an additional layer of economic strain on communities dependent on maritime activities. 7. Steps towards reducing plastic pollution. There is a growing awareness of the need to reduce plastic waste, both at an individual and collective level. Many governments are implementing bans on single-use plastics and striving for stricter regulations on waste management. On a personal level, people can make an impact by reducing their use of plastic, choosing biodegradable alternatives, and recycling whenever possible. Simple steps like using reusable grocery bags, metal straws, and water bottles can go a long way. Reducing plastic pollution is a shared responsibility that requires combined efforts. 8. The role of technology and innovation. Innovation plays a crucial role in combating plastic pollution. Scientists and engineers are continually developing new biodegradable materials that can replace traditional plastics. Advancements in recycling techniques also show promise in dealing with existing plastic waste more efficiently. Moreover, ocean cleaning technologies are being deployed to retrieve floating debris and stop microplastics from reaching the depths of the ocean. These technologies provide hope for a future where our planet's health isn't compromised by plastic waste. In closing, plastic pollution and microplastics are more than just environmental problems. They are complex challenges that affect wildlife, human health, and economic systems globally. Addressing this growing threat requires awareness, change in human behavior, and innovation. The responsibility rests on each of us to contribute proactively to solutions that can mitigate this pressing issue.